All right, this is exciting. This is episode 1 of my first YouTube video, and I'm going to introduce it to my shop and what we do here. Everything here is not for pay. It's a hobby. I have 5,000 square foot of shop behind me that we do multiple things in, and some pretty interesting context, I think. The content will be interesting. And so I am Frank Warren, and I own Mohawk Fabrication. And I'm trying to do this video with a car passing by. Oh well, that works. Anyway, that's the way it is out here in the country. Cornfield on my right, cattle to my rear. We're out in the country here, and we have a good time. So this will be a good time. I think you'll enjoy it. Be a lot of good content. I'm going to give you a tour. I'm going to take you inside and give you a tour of what we do in here. And myself and my friends have a lot of fun here. So without further ado, I'm going to move inside and we'll go from here. Welcome aboard. If you like the content, you like the video, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. And if you want to know when the next video comes out, just hit the bell. All right, let's go inside and see what the heck we got going in there. All right, here we are inside. This is my first bay. To my left, I have a office and my wife's craft room, and behind me is my wood shop area of the shop. It's the first bay in my shop. This is 4 bays. It's 110 feet long by 40 feet wide, plus an outdoor area on the back. Gives me about 5,000 square feet. So I'm going to take the camera and talk and give you a little tour. All right, this is you're looking at my wife's craft area. She has a silhouette in there, a heat press. She makes signs, t-shirts. She makes a lot of little things. She calls her deal small treasures is what she calls her. It's not really a business, it's just a hobby. It's kind of like Mohawk Fabrication. We're just a hobby. But she's in that room, which used to be my office totally, and I kind of moved back to the back corner, which is I got my computer back in the back corner where the pink chair is sitting. Yes, that's I sat in a pink chair. I inherited that from her. It's one of those game chairs. Sits pretty good. Anyway, I don't do a lot of office work, a little bit of computer work, but that's the that. And then we come around, and the next little room I call my little shop, and we'll move over to there. I have a sign above the door that says Little Shop. You can't even read it, it's so rusty. But in this shop is where I do small work. I have several workbenches in this shop plus some small machines. We'll move inside there and see what we have in there. So when we first come in, on the right side here is had a lot of electronic component storages in those little cabinets, and a little CNC engraving machine in the back there I used to do a little engraving. I've engraved brass, aluminum, I even engraved steel in it, but it's kind of labors when you do the steel. It wouldn't last very long. And then a little 3D printer that I'm learning how to do 3D printing on, and then that's about it over there. It is also the end area down here is where I do my airbrush work when I'm doing some airbrushing on small things. And I collect old motors and stuff that I might use on a project somewhere. And then my Kennedy toolbox for this area, I've got small tools in it. And then no telling what I might do in here. I do small things where I need a vise. And then I do electronic stuff on the back bench, which is cluttered up a little bit right now. I like to do some rust bluing when I do metal work, and so I built me a sweat cabinet out of an old refrigerator there. If I need to sweat something, and get the rust on it quicker, so that I can turn it into ferrous oxide, turn ferrous oxide into ferric oxide, and make a good finish on metal. And I took a tub, and that tub is my air eraser spray booth, where I will take metal and sandblast it with a little airbrush deal. So anyway, that's where this is where I do my small work. As you can tell, it's just a place to sit and work on small things. All right, now we'll move out to the rest of the wood shop. All right, 25 foot wide, 40 foot deep. In the very front here, I have my cabinet saw, which is a Powermatic 3-phase machine. The machine has a story. I bought that machine off Craigslist for $50, and then had to buy a fence. It came with a Bismarck rails. I had to buy the rip fence, Bismarck rip fence for it, and it had the extension table on it, of which I've now added my router to the end of it. It's kind of a mess right there now, stuff sitting on it. Behind that, I have my outfeed table, which is also my work table. And then further back, you can see the floor model bandsaw. On my foot. And a workbench in the back. I'm still in the process of getting this one fixed up like I like it. Working on a a system to evacuate the dust from the saw and from the router and from working at the table. Little wood storage rack there in the back. So it's kind of what this area looks like. That table there in the back, which has the old router table sitting on it, is a cutting block style work table that I'm going to put a wood vise on when I get that part fixed up. Have a scroll saw in the back. Anyway, that's kind of the woodworking area. So we had the office and the little shop and the woodworking area. And then we go to the back of this shop.